Good morning, and welcome to episode 12.
Stationary edition. Because we're not driving around.
I don't know, I like that like whirring noise when we were driving around. That was pretty cool. But yeah, episode 12 of the official sandrmotoring podcast.
Official. No wannabes here. This is the official.
And we only had one question, I think.
Yeah. Just one. One participant.
So let's, I guess, just hop into it.
I think the question was from our good buddy Tim. And he asked what the next mods were for the Super and the Conquest.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to tackle that one? You want to go first? Get it running.
I'm guessing he means after it's running. I have no idea. It's never ending, really. What the hell?
You got a ghost in your garage, man.
I would say the next major upgrade I would like to do is go MPI, multi-port injection. But I'd want to go big with it. So I wouldn't. What the guys usually do, there's a car over in Australia called the Magna, and they share basically the same motor, but the intake manifold, it's a horizontally opposed engine, I think. So the intake manifold is pointing that way. So you got to chop the throttle body off and swap it to the other side, and it fits. But I think I would just like save up for a Gato Performance. They're like $1,200.
That's
I'll
it.
bill it. Yeah. So that would be my next major upgrade, other than getting the exhaust done and getting it running. Is that an upgrade? Getting it running?
It could be, because, it's a semi-built motor.
Yeah.
As opposed to a stock motor.
Yeah.
That doesn't.
All it's got is forged pistons. That's hard to say. Forged pistons.
It's also really early, so that doesn't help things either.
Yeah.
I guess that means it's my turn.
It is your turn.
Okay. I've kind of been driving myself crazy with it, but I really want to go standalone and get rid of it, mainly for the wiring. The wiring on Marla is in pretty bad shape, and if I try to source a harness, it's still going to be a 20-year-old harness.
Yeah.
So I would rather just, build my own. Just start from scratch. But I have an automatic.
Yeah.
Which is electronically controlled.
Ooh.
So I can leave the factory transmission controller, which I don't have a problem with, but I don't know what I'll lose. I've been looking at ECU pinouts. I know that I'll have to do something for the AC, because the factory ECU has an idle up.
So like when the AC kicks on it,
the idle goes up because of the load on it.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's not a big deal. I can use an input depending on the ECU, but yeah, it's standalone. So I can have a new harness and get rid of the VPC and all that jazz.
I thought you were a big fan of the old school electronics.
I am. Like, I love the old HKS alphabet soup. Like, all that stuff is awesome. Which is, in order to do a standalone, I'm going to have to sell all that. I really don't want to, but the wiring is already driving me crazy. And it's not going to get better. It's going to get worse.
Yeah.
Like, look at my starting issue. It would just start. I wouldn't start for no reason whatsoever. And suddenly one day it's just like, hey, I'll start now.
Yeah.
And with the VPC, that's going to be... I have no ignition control. It's a piggyback, so it's not like true
like
fuel control. Yeah, but you don't... I mean, your timing is... vacuum control, mechanical. Like, you don't have really any ignition control.
No.
Mine's all
electronic.
Mm-hmm.
Well, start saving.
Yeah, they're expensive. And I've got so much other stuff to fix.
So, standalone.
Yeah, standalone.
So if I go multi-port, I'd have to go standalone.
Yeah, but yours be a little bit easier with the timing. Unless you plan on going with...
Coil on plug. Or coil packs.
Yeah. Which, honestly, if you're going to do it, you might as well go coil packs too.
Yeah.
I mean, at least then you can control it.
Yeah. I would. One day I come into a large sum of money.
And there's a lot of them out there, and there's, I don't know, I stumbled upon Speedwinno, which is based off the Arduino. It's kind of cheap, but it's pretty bare bones.
I have no idea what you're talking about right now.
It's, so like Arduinos are little project boards that you can buy, and you can use them to make, little simple electronics.
Yeah.
Well, someone has designed a board that uses the Arduino, and it's you could use it for a standalone. So it's kind of like a step below Mega Squirt.
Oh, okay.
So you can buy one fully assembled for like $200, everything.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not gonna. I don't know how fast is the processor gonna be? Is it gonna be? I'm sure it's better than what I have. But what if I just save up a little more money and go with like a micro squirt?
Yeah.
Micro squirt be better. So there's
these darn computers.
Yeah. So I've been pulling my hair out reading stupid automatics.
You do that. Like, you read and read and read and like get like stressed out about it. And me, I'm just like, I'll do this. Don't read anything about it. I'm gonna do that. Polar opposites.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I drove myself up the wall. Crap like that.
All right, so yeah, that was our only question.
Okay, thank you. What's his
Tim.
I know that, but what's his like username handle?
On YouTube?
Yeah,
His name.
just Tim.
Tim and his last name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tim, and your last name.
I mean, it's on there, so
We'll just leave it at that.
yeah.
Okay. So is there anything...
I got something I'd like to talk about that's not car related. I don't know too much. I didn't read into it just because I got mad when I read it. But you know who Post Malone is?
Unfortunately.
I've never listened to any of his songs or anything like that.
Good, it's terrible.
But apparently, I guess he maybe covered an Ozzy Osbourne song, or maybe he used like part of Ozzy's song in one of his songs, and there were a bunch of, I guess, tweets going on, like people saying, I don't know who Ozzy Osbourne is, but Post Malone put him on the map. Like, how could you not know who Ozzy Osbourne is? I guess it's just the
generational thing.
Generation.
I'm sure you found Ozzy Osbourne the same way I did. I don't know. Your dad doesn't seem like a big Ozzy guy.
No.
But that's how I found Ozzy, was my dad.
I mean, just by listening to music, I knew who he was. But like, there was like multiple tweets, like Post Malone really did like a good thing, helping Ozzy Osbourne out, putting him on. Like, really?
Ozzy needs no help with that.
No, I was just thinking, like, wait till they like Google Ozzy Osbourne and see that he bit the head off a bat. Now all the animal rights activists are gonna go after him again, and like, it's like, how could you not know who Ozzy Osbourne is?
I think it's a generational thing.
It's crazy. It's like, we're not even that old. We're 30. Well, I'm 35. You'll be 35 this month.
Yeah.
But it's like, are we really that old? Are we to that point? Or is it like just like so much stuff is being thrown at teenagers and
I think it's
early 20-year-olds? Like, it's just they just don't know.
We'll look at how many people were introduced to Ozzy Osbourne from that terrible reality show that they had, the Osbournes.
Yeah.
I mean, how many people had no idea? Now you don't have. I mean, you don't have it.
I don't know. I just saw that and I was like, I'm so dumbfounded by those tweets. Like, I mean, I'm not like a huge Ozzy Osbourne fan or anything, but like, he's a staple in music.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna
music in general, like,
well, if you're gonna talk rock and roll, like the history of it, you have to talk about Ozzy, Black Sabbath, and everything that he did.
Yeah, well,
biting the head off bat.
Yeah,
snorting a line of ants.
All Nick Nichols.
No, I agree with you, but yeah, it's getting to that point where it's
almost unbearable. To walk this earth.
What do you call it? Generational thing.
Yeah, that's like a huge generational gap right there.
Oh, music has become terrible within the past. I don't know how many years. What was the last like really good band that came out? In the mainstream, not. I mean, music is. I have children who listen to the radio, and a wife who enjoys listening to the radio, and it just. I'm sure they're tired of hearing me complain about how much I hate everything on the radio.
But there's only like 5 songs on the radio, right?
Yeah, but it's just like the same thing reheated over and over and over again. Like, there's no. I can't even tell.
No feeling. There's no like emotion, I guess. It's just like computer generated songs. Like,
well, not only that, but I mean, everything could be made on a Nokia keyboard.
Yeah.
I mean, like beat wise, the songs are not written by artists anymore. They're written by a group of songwriters. Then you have an army of producers on top of it. And I know that there's been producers in music, but I mean, how many people wrote the Stones, their songs? And I think, like American Idol and all those terrible shows, they have helped kill music too. Yeah. So, yeah, it's.
Yep.
I'll stop venting. But yes.
That was a little rabbit hole we went down.
Yep. But we survived the hurricane.
We did.
It wasn't that bad.
It was pretty crazy up here.
Really?
Well, there was a tornado touchdown right there in North Myrtle, and in Little River, and in Wilmington. Yeah, and a couple other places too.
It got a little windy at our house, but it really wasn't that bad.
Up here it's pretty quiet.
And there's another one out there.
Oh, is there? Yeah. That's good.
I don't know where. I think it's still too far out to know which way it's going to go.
It's a good time. Sitting. I never lost power or anything, so we played Mario
Our
pretty
lights,
much all day.
our lights flickered.
Yeah.
We didn't really play a lot of video games.
Lucas enjoyed it.
Did he?
Yeah. He was dancing.
Nice.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to come up with stuff to talk about randomly.
I was going to say something about car stuff. Totally. And I'm so drawing a blank. That part is like as soon as I turn this off,
You'll remember it.
I'll remember.
Supers invade Myrtle Beach. Is that still a thing?
The last month of September.
The last month of September.
The last month of September. So the final month of September.
The final September.
The final September is when it will happen. That's the final week in September. You can find all the info you need on Facebook. That's where I found it.
Yeah.
You know, I realized something.
What?
Mother Nature hates Mustangs.
Yeah. What's that?
The hurricane came whenever Mustang Week showed up.
Did it come last year too?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, actually it did. Yeah.
Because I remember my boss was on vacation when it hit for his anniversary. And his anniversary is September 11th. So it was around the same time.
But I remember Dad and I went out. We took the mock out.
It was probably the same thing. Like they had a few days and then they had to.
It was pretty funny because we should probably end this soon. But I'll tell this story. It's pretty funny. So my dad has a 03 Mach 1. And he wanted to go out Mustang. I think it was just like a random night. It wasn't even for the shows or anything else. So we went to a local restaurant, Berkey's. It's like a little burger joint. They have car shows during the summer on Fridays. So we go there and we're pulling into the parking lot. And it's already pretty busy. I mean, it's not slammed. This is like a Thursday night. So there's no like official shows or anything else. So Dad's driving around. He's like, where should I park? And I'm like, well, the strip mall, there's like a dollar store and some other parking. If we park on the outside, we can get out. And he's like, yeah, that's a good idea. We'll do that. So we're like circling the parking lot. Well, I noticed we're heading more and more towards where everyone else is parked. I'm like, if you just cut around the front, we can bypass all this and we can hop. And he's like, oh, I'm just looking. I'm looking. I'm like, okay, whatever. Check it out.
Mobbing deep.
Well, he's like driving, and then we pull to like the main stretch of all the cars, and he backs in and like gets out of the car real quick and opens his hood. I'm like, yeah, we're parking on the outside so we can make an easy exit, huh? He's like, oh, I just want to show my car off. I'm like, dude, why didn't you just say it from the start? Like, I'm going to go park down there. Don't give me this whole big story about how I'm going to park on the outside so we can get out of here in a hurry. Like, just tell me you want to park in the middle of the show.
He's trying to be sneaky.
Yeah, nuts.
He's down inside. He wanted to show his car off.
I don't care. That's fine. Just tell me that.
He's trying to ride all low.
Get the seat all the way back.
Just his eyes poking out the window. Mobbing deep on people.
Yeah. Big Mach with nitrous that's never been used.
Yeah. We may need to hit that button one of these days. Hey, he wants us to make a Mach video. Bye mod motor.
I'd have to do a lot of wiring.
Oh, never mind.
the stuff that's in there, and the guy who wired it before, like, used a lot of the wrong connectors and up under the
Plastic butt connectors and stuff like that.
the little crimp connectors that, I don't know how to explain it. It like pinches over the end of the wire, and then you put a spade connector on the other one and slide it over it.
Yeah.
One of those, and like just the vibration from the car will separate it. And I think that's the wide open switch.
Ah.
All right.
All right, 20 minutes.
We've rambled for 20 minutes. So this is R with S&R saying goodbye.
See you. sandrmotoring.com. See you. Bye.
Keep on motoring.
Bye. See you.